Y'all know what's up next? The weekly power rankings.
Yeah.
So we gotta give
Oh
our
boy.
power rankings this week. We gotta
Yeah.
tell the people what they need to hear. And of course, this time we're gonna start out with Uniqo. What is your power ranking?
I got the Bucks, man. You can't never count nobody out with that kind of swag. He had it with the Browns and they ass. He had it with Carolina. He was fighting it out with Sam Darnold. Now they both top quarterbacks in the league. Shout out to him. 49ers, I gotta show him some love, man. Mac Jones, man. They always try and hang with the Joneses. So that is what it is. Keep up with the Joneses if you will. Speaking of the Joneses, Indiana Jones, Daniel Jones, that's my three. The Rams just had to get out of my top five because no, we ain't rocking with that right now. Daniel Jones with the 40-3 win against the Raiders. I mean, they say the Raiders is whatever, but the Raiders won a game before, so this year, so don't trip about that. Bills, just because Josh Allen's still there, tough game. I really wanted to put y'all behind the Colts, but it's fine. And the Eagles, y'all about to be out of the power rankings entirely. Y'all about to be the first team that is one in the power rankings to be out of my top five of the power rankings, and for this reason only. Y'all really was just getting by the skin of your teeth, and y'all won those games. So we see what happens when you can't win those games. You got a couple of wide receivers out there that want the ball, man. They tired of you throwing for 144 yards, brother. So I think the Eagles are going to drop out of my power rankings next week. That's my prediction. That's my power rankings.
Everybody
Next
said we
week.
win, and then we win. That's crazy. We win every week. Everybody wants to drop out, but we win. Even when weird things happen, like weird calls and catches that happen with 2 feet in bounds, and they say we didn't have it.
Ball starts on tush pushes. Anything you know anything about that?
We didn't even use the tush push the last 2 weeks. Y'all bring up
You
oh
did. You 100% use it two times this week. You just use it two times. Just
it ain't really matter. You know what I'm saying? What's your
appreciate.
power rank?
All right. So this week's power rankings, it had to be adjusted a bit. It did because there was some losses and some things. So I got
Hater.
the Rams down at 5. I think they're offensively talented. Secondary leaves a lot to be desired from two horrid losses. You know, a division loss against a team missing most of their offensive starters. I mean, you still find a way to lose that game. It's a divisional game. They always messy. Just weird losses. They have to pick that up. But I still think they're good. Of course, Matt Stafford, we just talked about MVP discussion. So I'm gonna give them credit, even though they do need to win more. Bucks are showing like Baker is here. They have to be respected. Seems like they are able to beat anybody that put in front of them, or at least have a chance to beat anybody. The only team that's been able to edge out a win over them is the Eagles. So I give the Bucks respect. Bills, I think they come down, but I don't remember if I had them at 2 or 3. But a divisional loss against the Patriots is an ugly loss, but it doesn't necessarily take away much. It's not like they haven't lost to the Patriots randomly before. Still, Josh Allen's still top 3 up quarterback in the league. They still do good. And so one loss isn't just going to make me just get rid of them. Lions, they've been rolling along, beating over the ugly teams. They do have a chance to get one in the rankings, depending on what they do against these Chiefs next Sunday night. So there is a possibility, but for right now, I still have the Eagles at 1. They are very questionable just simply because nothing seems to be consistent on them prior to winning. The offense seems to be one half they look amazing, one half they look questionable. Defense, one half they're shut down, and one half they become the Cowboys. I don't quite understand what their aesthetic is or what their identity is. Even they may not know it right now. But as I said, I'm fair with the Bills. I'm fair with the Eagles. One loss to a somewhat decent team is not just going to make me take you out of the spot when no other teams are undefeated. Every other team has at least one loss or one thing they'll be questionable about. So they're in danger of losing it, but I'm not going to take the Eagles out because of that now.
So if the Texans had beat them, you'd be like, it's a whole nother story, right?
If the Texans that beat the Eagles,
Correct.
I mean, I don't know if they played. Did they play?
No. I'm
No.
saying if that were the case for them to lose their first game against somebody like the Texans or the Panthers, would,
Yeah, I would
would
have
that
to.
drop
I
them?
would
Would that
need
drop them out of there for you?
possibly, yeah, because I need to like the Eagles specifically have had questions dang near in every win they've had. And just to
Agreed.
be clear, they've had questions in every win, no matter if it was the secondary
Agreed.
one week, the wide receivers the other week, the run game the entire season, because Saquon has not looked anything close to, even though we expected him to take a step back, he hasn't looked close to the Saquon he was last year.
Wait, he got 6 carries the entire game. It's hard.
That's
It's hard.
what I'm
It's
saying.
hard
Like,
to
so,
look like you did last year when you get 6 carries.
but I'm just saying, like, to be respectful, I'm just saying, like, the Eagles for some reason change from week to week to where one thing that was wrong last week isn't the problem this week. Now it's another problem this week, and I
I
just
feel
don't really know who they are. So yeah, like if they was to lose to like a sorry team on top of the questions that they would have, it would be hard for me to put them on the one rankings because of that. That's true.
feel that. I feel that. But power rankings. We got the Bills at 5. Why? Because when you see a decent looking girl in the ugly room,
Oh Lord, here we go.
she gotta be chose, right? She gotta be chose. When you see an ugly
Oh,
girl in the room, when you see a decent looking girl in an ugly room, which is the AFC, this ugly conference, somebody had to go. We only had two choices. It was the Colts and it was the Bills.
you still back on
And
this
I
NFC
don't trust,
bullshit?
and I don't trust, and the Colts. Listen, I don't trust the Colts. I don't know. You might even be a little prettier than the Bills, but I don't trust you. We got trust issues with the Colts.
You
You
got
got
trust issues with Daniel Jones.
no. I got trust issues with the Colts. Shout out to Jonathan Taylor. But look, it's the fact. You know what I'm saying? The girl look prettier when you're in a room full of ugly people. I'm just saying that's how it works. The swaggiest dude in the room, while everybody else look like they bums, he gets the women by default. That's how it happens. I'm sorry. That's how it is. The AFC looks like trash. That's what they are. Trash conference. Every time I watch a game, I'm bored. Everybody slipping and falling and walking around on the field. Everybody injured. I don't even know who played half the time. Drake May is like one of the best quarterbacks in the conference. I don't know what the Patriots look good versus y'all. Listen, it's just ugly over there. So of course, as every week has been, the Bills the only AFC team because they're the only decent looking girl in a room full of ugly people. That's how it is. Next up is the 49ers. Why? Simply injuries. But they make a way. That's that person that always make a way. They the girl with you that make a way for you when you're doing good. You know what I'm saying? They make a way. They find a way. They encourage you when you're doing bad. When you're injured, when you're hurt, when your job fired you, they don't want to encourage you. You know what I'm saying? It is the 49ers. So I will support the 49ers. They will be fourth on my list. Next up, the Bucks. Bake Show. MVP candidate doing his thing. Great game. Every week I watch them. It's explosive. They got a lot of injuries, but they getting through it. They are a great team. They're fun to watch. Not only that, Baker Mayfield playing at a high level. They survive. They do what they do. Two, it's the Lions. They might be the prettiest girl in the room. Touchdowns machine. They run the score up. They do what they do. It's fun to watch them. Even if they up 30-7, you know they finna score again. And Jamar Gibbs, David Montgomery running people over. Armand St. Brown talking it out to my boy nigga with a J outside the deep. We love to see it. The Lions are entertaining and fun. Of course, the Eagles, they win it. I don't know what's we got. We literally got a coach that's trying to sabotage us. We got an offensive line that's trying to sabotage us, and we still win. This is what we're doing. We got a coach that runs Uniqo. Did you don't know how many times we thought about a shotgun? Uniqo. You don't know the percentage we thought about a shotgun?
Entertain me.
90%. You know how much you know what percent we run out of the under center? You know what percent?
17%.
No, we run under center, we run the ball 88%.
Yeah.
Man, if you ain't shotgun, we throw the ball. we run the ball. That is the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. That's literally a statistic, Murray. Murray, if we ain't shotgun, we
What is
throw the
this
ball
still
down the
Ben
field.
Johnson? This still Ben Johnson or something?
No, this is the Eagles. We talking about
Oh
Sirianni
shit.
and those. It doesn't make sense.
Sirianni?
How in the world do we give? We are up 18 points, and Saquon Barkley gets one carry in the second half. Am I insane? This is not insane, y'all. They are sabotaging this on purpose to screw over everybody because some reason we got the most incompetent coaches. Shout out to Howie. Howie, you are making miracles happen. We fire coaches and win Super Bowls and go with despite who we get. Nick Sirianni is surviving off name only because he cannot coach. This offensive coordinator, I don't know what we doing.
That's how I play Russian roulette, bro. That's how I play it. I'm like, man, can't be red again.
I
And so
can't.
he keep on
I
throwing
can't.
the ball.
Throw the ball 90% of the time out of shotgun, Murray.
I can't even be mad at you. I don't know what y'all coordinators doing. I can't even be mad at you with that. Y'all coordinators confusing. Because like I said,
One hundred ninety.
the offense and defense just is not consistent from week to week. Like we went from, 1 week they only threw a few passes at all to wide receivers. To the next week they threw
Saquon
all
don't
the
get the ball.
half. So now they're doing nothing but throwing and running the ball 6 times in one game when they're up 17. Like it's literally not consistent in any facet.
Does
Then
that make sense?
the defense has gone from, normal in the first week, lockdown against the Chiefs in the second weeks, playing great, to giving up 25 to Baker Mayfield in the second half drive, giving up almost 30 to the Rams, and now giving up 21 straight in the fourth quarter. Like it's just not consistent in any fashion. That's why I say I don't know what their identity of the Eagles is right now. They're just a collection of talent. And I just don't know, their talent has carried them through winning 4 games, whether it's been through greatness in spots to wide receivers, through Jalen Hurts' greatness at times. But I just don't know who the Eagles are. I don't know who they're going to be when they step up next week, or when they step up this Thursday against the Giants. They'll probably look dominant, but it's because the Giants suck. But I don't know what Eagles is going to show up in New York. I legitimately don't know who they're going to be. I don't know if this is going to be Jalen Hurts throwing 30 times or Saquon running the ball 20 times and Jalen Hurts throwing like 8 passes. I don't know what we're going to get, bro. I really don't. Or if it's going to be AJ quoting more Bible scriptures, or, the defense, rushing 4 people and getting 5 sacks. I don't know what to get from them anymore. I really don't. And I think that's a problem.
I'm just upset right now that our offensive coordinator. Yeah, everybody know as an Eagles fan, we all know as the fandom that we've been wanting Nick Sirianni fired for years, but he's happy to just be going to Super Bowl. And we can't justify a reason to fire, but we all know he's ass, but we can't prove it. I'm like, like we can't prove it. Like we know it. Look at this offense. We throw the ball 90% of the time on a shotgun, and everybody know we throwing the ball with a shotgun. And when he under center, we know he running the ball. It's literally the most obvious offense there has ever been in life. And we just sit there and act like it's just normal. I'm like, no, this is weird. Who calls plays exactly the way you do in a video game with a 10-year-old? Who does this? Who is calling play? I don't know. Listen, my Eagles still won because
Shotgun.
we winning despite being the most obvious offense in history. So so that's all I got for that. I don't know. How do y'all feel about it? Gerald, nobody is gone, so I want to see his feelings on the power rankings. But how do y'all feel about this power rankings? Or y'all's, by the way. Anybody else's?
They're not, most of them aren't bad. I don't really have too much crazy. I would say the 49ers being top 5. I understand the shocking win with Mac Jones, but I just don't have that kind of faith in them without their starters. It would almost be me like feeling like the Chargers would be top 5, even though they lost, against they have a respectable team. Like they lost to the Commanders, but them losing another offensive lineman is important. But it's just, like I said, 49ers is like a little high to me, but I can understand it.
I
But
ain't
I
gonna lie.
just,
There's somebody not to put the AFC team in.
Trash for that too, man.
we apologize to Mac Jones. That's true, but I'm just like, I don't know if I want to go that far to be like, okay, they top 4. I don't know about that one.
Was he not a franchise quarterback for a very prestigious organization who now goes with a what some would call a great offensive like mind in Kyle Shanahan? I mean, isn't he supposed to thrive and be okay?
Kyle Shanahan also made bad quarterbacks look
RG3,
good. Like
RG3,
he made darn it, I don't know why my mind
the
franking out.
Redskins,
No. He made Jimmy Garoppolo look good enough to make it to a Super Bowl. But I
and the
mean, the man can't
Broncos,
make
and the
miracles. And we
Broncos
know
too.
Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't that good. He just the man can't make miracles. Like he can make a quarterback look good every so often, but he can't make miracles for the entire season.
But he got that boy paid. Jimmy got paid, didn't he?
Yeah, and right now, like the same question y'all asked me earlier, y'all know where Jimmy Garoppolo is now?
Nope.
Exactly.
Beijing.
Kyle Shanahan got that touch, bro.
He got the king quarterback whisperer, but he needs to whisper to like an actual ring. You know, he is an amazing coach. I'm not denying that from him. It's just
That's what they
quarterback
said about
whisperer only
Harbaugh
gets you so
quarterback,
far.
right?
It only gets you so far.
Yeah. But we have